How's everyone doing today? It's your host Maria, and I am back here again to give you some inspiration just before the year ends and in time for your yearly reflection and review. But before we dive into what we'll be talking about today, I just want to check in with everyone and make sure everyone's happy. How are you getting along with your Christmas preparations, whether it's a vacation or family gathering you're planning, or a dinner or a brunch, or wrapping presents, or decorating your house with last minute decorations. I hope you're all having fun. I hope you have your loved ones around you or are thinking about your loved ones. And I hope that your life is infused with love, happiness, and peace, and thankfulness for this wonderful moment in life and of the year. And I also want to wish you happy holidays and Merry Christmas and all the good things and the cheers and all that. All right, so now that I have given you my wishes and everything, I wanted to dive in today, and this is also going to be the last episode for this year before we go into the new year. And today we'll be talking about success. What does success mean? How do you determine success? How do you measure success? And how do you view it in terms of your accomplishments and your dreams, goals, and visions? And the reason we are talking about success today and what success means to each and every one of us today is because this time of the year is when a lot of people do a lot of introspection and reflection as they try to analyze and assess what their year was like. But one thing I want to remind people is that each one of us is different. Each one of us has our own dreams and visions unique to each and every one of us. So do not go out there comparing yourself to someone else's standards of success versus your standards of success. And this also speaks a little bit about confidence. Have confidence and have faith and belief in yourself and what you hold valuable to your goals or your standards, and don't try to put yourself on the same level or standing as someone else. However, I will say that if you would like to look to someone else for inspiration or motivation to achieve a goal or a desire that's long been in your heart or something you've always wanted to achieve, by all means do so. But do not be hard on yourself, please, because success does not come overnight. And the people who you're looking up to did not wake up one day and they were successful. Some of them toiled for years, not even months, to achieve this success. They worked hard, they put in the labor, and one day they woke up and they were successful. It wasn't an overnight success. It was little acts of labor and love and dedication and passion and devotion and consistency and focus that got them to where they wanted to be, where they are right now. And that's something you should always keep in the back of your mind, is whenever you see all these distractions around you, don't be shaken by them. Don't let them make you feel like you can't achieve your goals and then decide to give up. We don't want you doing that. We want you to always be filled with good energy, good vibrations, positivity, and a good attitude, because those ingredients mixed together will help you achieve what you want to achieve. And another thing is to be said about timestamps and targets and setting timelines. It is essentially important for you to set a timeline. Setting a timeline doesn't mean that you have to achieve your goal exactly on the set date and even time, if I could be funny, of when you want that goal to be achieved, but it gives you a bird's eye view of what you need to do or how long it will take you to achieve what you want to do. And it will also inspire you and motivate you to take the necessary steps or actions to get to that point, from point A to point B. So, and also don't make your timelines too impossible for you that you become frustrated with your goals. Make them manageable, reasonable, realistic, smart. So if you're going to, let's say, for example, buy a house or buy a car, what's your realistic time frame, considering everything, your finances, the number of payments you want to make, if you're going to make installment payments in installments, whether you need to get a driver's license if you don't know how to drive, where is this car coming from, who's shipping it, if you're buying it from out of state or out of country for some of you. It's like, put all these things in perspective and settle on a timeline that makes sense and not something that's too overly ambitious. Yes, it's good to be ambitious or overly ambitious in the sense of the kind of goals you want to achieve. But when it comes to timelines, you want to set timelines you're comfortable with so that you can achieve those goals without losing the motivation or the energy to continue towards achieving them. So that's why it's really important to put a timeline that makes sense and that you can work with, that's not too lackadaisical or like far into the future that you just forget about it, but also not too close that you are too highly pressured and crack under the pressure of being unable to achieve it, because you don't also want to feel like a failure for not achieving your dreams, because you will achieve your dreams. You just have to be focused and do it the right and the smart way. And so yes, so back to the whole like success and what does success mean. There are different levels of success for everyone, and sometimes your levels of success grow as your ambitions or as your goals grow, develop, or change over time. So what you consider success now is going to be a totally different picture of what your success will be like 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, because now you may be looking at smaller goals or achieving things within your means or slightly above your means if you're wanting to push your ambition a little bit. And once you achieve those goals, that is a success for you. And see, this is why I was saying, like, do not compare yourselves to other people who are way more successful in your opinion without putting it all into perspective, because their success, the way they view their success is totally different from what you consider your success. And also, when you finally achieve your dreams and feel successful for achieving your goal, which, by the way, when you achieve your goal, that in itself is being successful. Success does not have to be a monetary reward. It can just be like an emotional reward or a mental health reward or a physical reward that happens because you have done things consistently over time. When you have achieved that, celebrate it. Because when you celebrate it, you rejuvenate yourself to want to achieve more and set more goals and be like, ooh, if I can achieve this, what more can I achieve, And it will also inspire you to inspire others. So like, if you're not someone who is like showy and flashy, you can reward yourself silently or like with a group of friends if you want to, or a close family member, and just celebrate that moment because you invested a lot of time and effort into achieving this goal. Celebrate it. Do not feel guilty for the fact that you achieved something that you thought you couldn't achieve, or that took you a long time to achieve, or you had to go through hoops and hurdles and challenges to achieve it. Celebrate it. It's a good thing. Trust me when I tell you this. Yeah, so as you are reflecting and doing an assessment of your year this year, look back and see what are the things that you achieved that you had planned to achieve when you started the year. How can you celebrate these things? How can you learn from them and replicate them and take the best parts of the lessons learned and apply them to your new goals that you're setting for yourself? And just celebrate the fact that you have achieved those things now, so that you're not looking back and being like, oh, but I didn't do this and I didn't do that. There will be time to improve on those things. And who knows, maybe now wasn't the right time for you to achieve them, but there is always tomorrow, and there is always time to plan for tomorrow. Obviously, I'm not saying put it away, put the planning tomorrow. You should always start planning now in the present, but don't feel like just because you did not achieve it in the past that it is something that you will not achieve in the future, unless it's something that no longer aligns with your goals. So I hope that was inspirational for you. I do encourage you that, yes, look out for the small successes you have, and don't try to compare yourself to what other people have achieved just to put yourself down. You do not need to do that, especially right now in this beautiful season. Celebrate yourself, reward yourself, and get into the new year with good energy and feeling like you can accomplish anything in the world. And with that, I will say my cheers, and I hope to see you next year with more amazing content on finance and living an amazing life. And I just want to wish you the best and happy new year. Cheers.